Welcome to Deep Thought. Once again, it's about evolution. Now, y'all notice I always do something on evolution because when you're talking about anything, when you're talking, whether you're talking about your spiritual beliefs, your monetary beliefs, or your philosophy or relationship philosophy, everything you do is about making you a better person. It's about evolution. It's not about staying the same because people think they stay the same throughout life, but even on a physical basis, they don't. People don't realize it, but every 7 years they have a new body. So the body I'm in now, 54-year-old Rom, is different from the one that 46-year-old Rom had, because cells are always dying and cells are always being born. And in fact, I can look at my body and it's like, even without the weightlifting, I can say, oh, it ain't the same as it was there. But it's evolving. And when you look at different philosophies, different religions, they started out as systems of evolution. That's systems of doctrine saying you got to stay whatever. That was men getting in using these systems to control. But it should be evolving. If you follow the Christian path, you should be evolving to become more like Jesus Christ. If you follow in the Islamic path, you should be evolving to become more like the Prophet Muhammad. If you follow in Ifa, you should be evolving to become a better human being. They don't have a specific prophet, but they're not an Abrahamic religion, but everything, Buddhism, everything, any philosophy, any just your path in life. If you don't want to follow any of that, your path in life, you should always be striving to be better than you were the day before. Because staying the same doesn't work, because the thing is, the earth itself is evolving. Life is evolving, society is evolving. This country, this culture didn't look the same as it did 50 years ago. If you just look at the demographics, everything, the jobs, everything is an evolution. Like, let me use that job thing, for example. Now, there's been much talk of impending recession. How severe it will be, don't know. And it'll probably happen. People say it won't, but that's actually a normal thing. It's just the question of how severe it's going to be. You can't keep growing. And that's part of evolution, too. At some point, growth might stop and go in a different direction. But as a human being, you can keep going because you can constantly learn something. You can constantly change something about yourself consciously. And see, the thing is, like I was saying about, like, the society hasn't changed. So, 50 years ago, you had regular manufacturing plants. You had, you didn't have social media. But because of technology, social mores, even a change in the population, things are different. You have new cultural norms brought in by different immigrant groups. Media has made it so something like hip hop spread all over the world. So you got different things. So the whole culture has evolved. Now, you got some people say, well, it hasn't gone in a good way, but, it was inevitable anyway, good or bad. See, that's another thing, because that whole thing, whether it's good or bad, that's relative. It depends on who's looking at it. But the fact of the matter is, it's changing. We do not look, even human beings, because right now we're going through a period where, at least in this country, we're eating so well that obesity is like rampant. But that's an evolution. Is what 20 years ago people weren't as big, like physically as big or eating as much. Exercise more. I mean, there's been some medical professionals who said men don't have as much testosterone. So there's always a change coming. But what people have to consciously do is working on making that change a positive change. Like a person like getting old. Now, you get some people out there, they 80 years old and they're pitiful. They can barely move. But then you got some other 80-year-olds, they lifting weights, they running, they doing everything. You know, some of the cougar women among them having sex with young boys. Oh yeah, that's crazy. But they staying in great shape because they didn't accept just going backwards in their evolution. You know, they constantly say, "Hey, I can get better." And that's the thing. Every single person should get better. They should be smarter than they were before as they age. They should have a better understanding of life. They should be able to navigate life better. See, in anything, any system, any doctrine, any ism or philosophy, and when I say ism, I mean, you know, when they talk about a philosophy, anything that doesn't promote that doesn't serve people. Because, like I said, it's inevitable. Every single person got a different body. They got more access to their brain, hopefully, or should, ideally, than they did maybe 10 years ago. So that's the thing. It's always about evolving, evolution. So anyway, I'll probably do this again in a month or so. Anyway, I'll talk to y'all later. Peace and blessings.